the reason Châteauroux was selected by NATO and the U.S. military as a site for a base is because its location was far enough away from Russia that any kind of a missile or bomb or anything could not reach Châteauroux. Now, everything in Germany was within that range, but Châteauroux was not within that range. And so Châteauroux militarily was the command center for supplies and transportation, making sure during the Cold War that everybody had all the supplies and everything they needed. So that's what happened out of Châteauroux. Now this happened out of the Dios airport, airbase, the one at Dios, not La Martinerie, but the other one, the one that's the airport now. And there's this really big hangar, the old hangar. They're building another one now, but this hangar was the largest hangar that the Air Force or any airport had at that time. And the reason why it was so big and so high is because they brought their secret planes, their spy planes, espionage planes, into that hangar when they weren't in the air, so that they were out of sight of any spy planes from Russia. So my daddy worked inside that big hangar, and he was the inspector on these planes. These planes he was inspecting, part of them were spy planes. The U.S. military had to have spy planes over Russia all the time, 24/7. So, and they had to, nobody could know they were there. In fact, the program for these spy planes, there was a treaty that ended them a long time before we arrived in Châteauroux. That's why it was a top secret mission, is the U.S. was not supposed to be putting these airplanes in the air anymore, and they were. The other part that was new, that was top secret, is they converted 4 airplanes into what they called, it was called the Silk Purse operation. And it meant that these 4 airplanes were retrofitted into being a nuclear command center. Their job was to be in the air. 2 of them had to be in the air at all times. 2 of them had to be in that hangar going through maintenance with my daddy.